You know there is something you need to do. You even know what will happen if you don't do it. And yet, you still don't do it. You pick up your phone, you watch one video, then another, and the day is gone. I have bad news for you. You are not lazy, but I also have good news. Quitting procrastination is much more possible than you think. By the end of this video, you will clearly understand why you procrastinate, and today you will learn practical methods to start breaking this cycle. Let's make one thing clear from the beginning. Procrastination is not a time management problem. Procrastination is an emotion management problem. You don't avoid a task because you can't do it, but because it feels difficult, boring, imperfect, or because starting makes you uncomfortable. Your brain says one simple thing: let's escape this uncomfortable feeling right now. So it pulls you toward quick relief, social media, shows, sleep. I'll just get a coffee and start after that. But the task stays right there, and the more you escape, the heavier the guilt becomes. Your brain has two modes: survival mode and growth mode. In survival mode, your brain wants comfort, low effort, fast rewards. Long-term goals scare it. Big tasks feel overwhelming. The only question your brain asks is this: am I comfortable right now? If the answer is no, it pushes you away from the task. This is exactly where procrastination begins. Now let's talk about the 3 mistakes that make procrastination even worse. First, beating yourself up. What's wrong with me? I'm lazy. I have no discipline. These thoughts don't help. They fuel procrastination. Second, trying to change everything at once. I'll wake up early, I'll work out, I'll study, I'll be perfectly organized. Your brain panics. Third, waiting for motivation. Motivation doesn't come before you start. Motivation comes after you start. Now we are at the most important part. Rule number 1. Shrink the task. Shrink it aggressively. Don't say, I'll work for 2 hours. Say, I'll start for 5 minutes. Tell your brain only this: we're not finishing, we're just starting. Most of the time, starting is 80% of the work. Rule number 2. Create a starting ritual. Sit at the same desk, put on the same headphones, play the same music. Your brain learns this ritual equals focus. Rule number 3. Don't track time, track effort. 10 minutes of real focus is more powerful than 1 hour of distracted work. Rule number 4. Negotiate with yourself. I'll do 5 minutes and then I can stop. Even if you stop, you still win, because the procrastination chain is broken. Rule number 5. Design your environment, not your willpower. If your phone is on the desk, it's harder. If notifications are on, it's harder. Willpower is limited, environment is powerful. Procrastination is a cycle. A task you avoid, escape, short-term relief, guilt, more escape. The only way to break this cycle is to move forward even when it feels uncomfortable. You won't feel motivated every day. Not every task will be enjoyable, but every small action makes you stronger. When this video ends, do this. Choose one task you've been avoiding, set a timer for 5 minutes and start. And then say this to yourself: I am not someone who procrastinates, I am someone who starts. When your identity changes, your habits follow. Now we are coming to a very important point. Procrastination is not only about tasks. Very often, it's about communication. We don't talk to ourselves clearly. We don't set boundaries with others. We stay silent when we should say no. We pull back when we feel misunderstood. And then what happens? Tasks pile up, responsibilities feel heavier, and once again we procrastinate because we forget this truth. If your communication with yourself is broken, your communication with life is broken too. Quitting procrastination is not only about taking action, it's also about learning to communicate more clearly and more honestly with yourself and with others. Someone who can't say what they want can't clearly decide what to do. If this video felt familiar and you thought, so it's not just laziness, then the next step is clear. Watch the video where I explain the secret of effective communication. In that video, I show you how to talk to yourself better, how to set boundaries, how to say no without guilt, and how all of this directly reduces procrastination. Remember, most of the things you keep postponing in life are actually the weight of the sentences you never said. If you want to lighten that weight, I'll see you in the next video.